What's going on? I'm the self-described nerd. Today, I wanted to rank all the movies that I plan on seeing over the summer based on my excitement for them all. Now, I'm a big advocate for the theater experience. I go see a movie in the theater at least once a month, or at least I try to. And this summer is absolutely packed when it comes to movie releases. From superhero remakes to long since dormant horror franchises coming back to life, there are a lot of things that I'm looking forward to seeing this summer. Now, I am planning on going to see all these movies, so I'm looking forward to all of them, but some I'm more excited than others. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. I just wanted to clarify by summer, I mean from right about when this video comes out, which should be May 13th or 14th, until the end of August. I live in the southern parts of the United States, so it definitely feels like summer has begun for me. That's why I'm including a few movies from May in this list, but I tried to limit that to more July, June, and August. I wanted to start this list off with my two honorable mentions. While not a movie, I will be streaming Ironheart on Disney Plus. As of writing this on May 12th, the show is just a little over a month away. I mean, maybe someone just told Marvel Studios that because still don't have a trailer. But I liked the Ironheart character in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, and I'm also really interested to see this whole science versus magic aspect that they have going in the show. And, I mean, not trying to jinx it, but maybe after all these years, this is the show that finally introduces us to Mephisto. And we get to see him in all his glory. So this one is going in the honorable mentions. Also, an honorable mention is 28 Years Later. Now, I put this on here because I haven't seen any of the 28 blank movies, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go see the new one. I want to see them because I've heard that they're really good, but they're kind of hard to track down and watch on a streaming service. Although I did just see that Cinemark announced that they are going to be doing showings of the original on one day, May 21st. And so I'm going to see if my local Cinemark has that, and maybe I'll go see it then. So if I do eventually get around to watching those movies before 28 years later, I'll definitely be going to see it. That's why I threw it in an honorable mention. Now, let's jump into the actual ranking, starting at number 10, Karate Kid Legends. Now, if you were to ask me last week, I bet you this one would probably be higher on the list. I love the original Karate Kid trilogy. I loved Cobra Kai. The remake I thought was decent, although it's not really a remake now. It's more of just an alternate story like the next Karate Kid. I mean, the first couple of trailers we've seen were really great. It looked like they actually put in some effort, that they wanted to do this right. But then I saw the runtime, which was only 94 minutes, which, I mean, is fine for a cheesy Netflix movie, but it's not really a lot of time to develop the story well, so I was a little hesitant about that. And then the first reactions about the movie only confirmed these worries. Now, movies are subjective. Not everyone is going to have the same opinion. So if someone doesn't like a movie, doesn't mean that I'm not going to like the movie. So I'm definitely still going to go see this one for myself. But when the best review I've seen calls it a passable copy of the original, I can't help be a little worried. Next up on the list is number 9, Happy Gilmore 2. Now this is technically cheating since this is a streaming movie, which is why it's not that high on the list, but I had to mention it. Adam Sandler is one of my favorite comedic actors, and Happy Gilmore is probably my favorite film of his, so I'm definitely excited for the long-awaited sequel. I'm a little hesitant because all of his latest work has failed to capture the magic of his earlier works, like Hubie Halloween, what was that, Spaceman that he did? But I'm still gonna give it a shot, because, man, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore. So, thought I'd mention it. Coming in at number 8 is Hell House LLC Lineage. Not much is known about this one besides the release date, so I don't have much to go off of in terms of this placement, but what I do know is the Hell House franchise. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but I don't get scared by that many horror movies. I mean, aside from like the in the moment jump scare, that's the junk food of horror movie scares, but the original Hell House, well, I still contend that it is the scariest movie I've ever seen. It is such a well-crafted found footage film and is so freaking scary. I didn't love the sequels that much. 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, I should say, weren't that good, and I have yet to check out the latest film, Hell House Origins, the Carmichael Manor, but I have time since it doesn't come out till the end of August. At number 7, I have the requel to the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, also called I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Know and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer are some of my favorite 90s slasher movies, so I'm definitely game for a new one. Especially since this is the one and only sequel to those two, because they definitely didn't make a third one that has absolutely nothing to do with the first two, except for the fact that the killer from the first two is now an undead zombie and is hunting these random group of kids that has absolutely nothing to do with him. That is one of the worst movies I've ever had the misfortune of watching. Good thing that doesn't exist. But along with a simple but awesome poster and a pretty cool trailer, we haven't seen much from this one. But the filmmakers promise that this is different than the other requels like Scream 2022 or Halloween 2018. It's got the original stars Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., so I'm looking forward to this one. Jumping up to number 6 on the list is How to Train Your Dragon. Now, this might seem a little strange in comparison to the other films on the list, but this is one I'm actually pretty excited for. As some of you may know, these are actually based on a series of books, and as a child, I read all 12 of these books. They were some of my favorites to read, and that animated movie is such an underrated masterpiece. The second one was pretty good. I barely remember the third one, but I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this one. It looks to be pretty much the exact same as the animated movie, which I was kind of hoping that when they did in live action, it would be more in line with the books, because the book and the movie is very different. But the filmmakers have promised that it's not a shot-for-shot remake. They did add and change some things, so we got that to look forward to. But I'm really, really, really hyped to see things like Hiccups and Toothless First Flight and the battle with the Red Death on the big screen in live action. So yeah, that's why I have How to Train Your Dragon at number 6. Next up, at number 5, is Final Destination Bloodlines. Now, I plan on making a video where I rank the Final Destination films, so I won't give away my thoughts on the franchise just yet. But what I can say is that I'm super excited for this new one. This film looks fun, it looks gruesome. The marketing for this one has been insane. I mean, I feel like a broken record, but the filmmakers have been talking about how this one will be all new and reinvent the franchise. And it's the last film for one of horror's greatest legends, the Candyman and the coolest coroner of all time, Tony Todd. So I'm definitely excited and hopeful that this film does justice to his legacy. I see this one on Friday, so I'll have my review out in the following weekend, but I'm hoping to get that Final Destination ranking out before Friday. Now entering the final 4, we have number 4, Jurassic World Rebirth. Normally these films would be higher, since I love the Jurassic Park franchise, but that last one, Dominion, really left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm still going to go in and see it, but I'm not as enthusiastic as I would be. Although I do think this time around they got a really good idea and premise for the film, with the whole dinosaurs that were too horribly mutated and too scary for the original park that were left on the island to rot. That's a cool premise, although Dominion, dinosaurs in the real world, that was also a really cool premise, and they messed up. So we'll see. But Gareth Edwards is a really capable director. He brought us Godzilla 2014, which is probably the best film, not my favorite, but best film in the MonsterVerse. It's got a couple of really talented actors, and the D-Rex looks to be a pretty frightening villain. So yeah, I'm still a little hesitant after Dominion, but everything I've seen from the trailers, from the interviews, says otherwise. But yeah, number 4, I've got Jurassic World Rebirth. Now we're down to the final 3. We have the only original film on the list. And at number 3, it's Weapons. This is a film that I think is on a lot of people's radars after that really awesome and scary first trailer they put out. I was already interested because of the director, Zach Krieger, who was responsible for one of my favorite modern horror movies, Barbarian, and the premise sounded really interesting. But man, did that trailer really blow me away. It looks scary, and it's an original horror movie, which is nice and uncommon these days. Plus, the marketing is also looking to be one of the best in years. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to my number 3 pick, Weapons. Getting down to the final two, we have a lot of people's most anticipated film, Fantastic Four, First Steps. And it's not hard to see why a lot of people have this at the number 1. I mean, for starters, the cast is absolutely fantastic. Insert extremely overused, say that again meme. And outside of the extremely campy 2000s Fantastic Four films, which are enjoyable, but not that good, we have not gotten a good Fantastic Four film. The last attempt was Fan4Stick, which I still contend is the absolute worst Marvel movie of all time. So the Fantastic Four brand is in dire need of redemption. And I think that they have finally cracked the code with this one. Because, I mean, it looks great. With the retro-futuristic 60s world, we're getting Galactus done right. I mean, the Fantastic Four suit's great. I just think that Mr. Fantastic needs a little white on his suit. But other than that, the world, the suits, the cast, everything looks fantastic. There's nothing that I'm holding back, nothing I'm a little hesitant about. I'm really excited for this film. So, number 2 is Fantastic Four, First Steps. Now we arrive at the big number 1, and my most anticipated film of the year is James Gunn's Superman. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this film. I don't think I've been this excited for a film since Spider-Man No Way Home. I am a James Gunn defender through and through, which is sad that I have to be a defender of this film because of all the hate it's getting from Snyder fanboys that are attacking this film. Guys, I love Man of Steel. I'm so happy we got the Snyder cut. I think Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder were done dirty, but it's over. The time has passed. We got a new Superman. We might as well look forward to it. And every piece of teaser trailer, sneak peek, images, all that looks absolutely amazing. This looked to be Superman done right, with a powerful message about truth, justice, and above all else, hope. This world looks bright and vibrant. The Superman suit is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever had the pleasure of laying my eyes upon. I mean, we're getting friggin' Crypto in live action. And as long as this film does well, which it needs to do well, please go and see this film again and again and again. Because if we do, we're getting a whole new DCU. And one with an actual plan with the brilliant James Gunn at its head. I'm going to be this film's biggest champion. I'm going to take part in all the marketing. I'm going to buy all the merch. I need this film now. And that is why it is my number 1 most anticipated film of the summer. So, what do you guys think? How would you rank these films based on excitement? Any others that you think I should have included on this list? Curious to hear what you guys think. If you like this video, please do me a solid, like and subscribe. It's just a push of a button for you, but it means the world to me. But I've been the Self-Described Nerd, and I'll catch you guys later.